Hello everybody, so today we are out here in Gridley, California to just check out a lovely family home we're not even sure what the claims are yet. There is some general activity and they wanted sort of what they asked for was a reading of the house. What's going on with the energy in the space. And they really have a lot, I feel like a lot of energy. I'm not sure the nature of it yet, so I'm trying to just not get to too many judgments. I do feel a lot of electricity right in through here in between the spaces in the rooms that I'm standing. And just coming down this hall, it was like a very statically charged energy. It was very electrical and an intense vibration. So I feel like there might be a mixture of things happening in the space, one of which there seems to be an older gentleman walking around the space, and he seems to be in his 80s, and he's looking around the house, and he doesn't seem threatening. He seems like a nice man. Maybe a little crotchety, but not in a bad way, like set in his ways kind of energy, but also really a very good soul. But there's some other stuff going on that I can't quite quantify, and I think it's coming from the back area, and I don't know if that's leaking from another space or what the situation is, or maybe one of the members of the family actually might be a beacon or energy, like is attracted to them, and that's kind of where I'm leaning. And I need to sort of fill out their energy more and the energy of the space more, but we're just here to get them answers and validate, debunk where we need to. But most of all, the most important thing on every spirit case is to get our clients resolution and peace. So we're going to go do that. So I feel a little asthmatic in here. Like I feel like a little tightness in my breathing in here. Like allergies, asthma type of feel. A little bit of issue in the throat and the nasal area. Almost feel like there would be auditory phenomenon in this space. There would be like something auditory in this space. I can't quite place what it is, but there's something, maybe hearing a bump or a knock or a sound or some kind. There would be something that you could hear, but maybe that you could sort of explain away. But I feel more the living energy, just that asthmatic feel in this room. And a little bit of lower abdominal pain, like a little bit right in the lower abdomen area is a little bit sort of, I don't know, it's not quite, it's not comfortable. A little bit of agitation in the stomach or the lower intestinal tract.
Tummy trouble.
Yeah, a little tummy trouble, little tummy trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh man, my ears are ringing like
wow.
crazy. Woo! It's loud up in here. Usually when I feel a lot of spiritual energy, I get a lot of ringing in my ears. Are either one of these people spiritually gifted or like a sensitive? Because there's some really loud pinging energy in here, like you can feel energy or feel or sense things, or the sort of natural gifts is something I'm feeling in here. Just that natural perception of energy, because it is loud in here, like super, super loud. I also feel like maybe, or maybe spirit activity would be higher in this space, and I don't know why. I wouldn't consider it dark, but I think possibly that woman comes in here and checks things out in here. That female energy comes in this space. Why do you come in here?
I got a random kid on this Victoria's Secret thing here.
Wow. Alright. I don't know what to tell you about all that. I feel a little bit of joint pain. I feel like pain in my hips.
I got it right here.
Pain, yeah, and then pain in my back.
I've been limping all day. I've been limping when I got here.
Yeah, it's like this whole kind of a joint pain thing going on in here. How are dreams in this room? Are dreams comfortable in this room? Because I feel like the dreams can get vivid in here with the loudness. I feel like there's a lot of vivid dreaming that occurs in this space.
Not good dreams.
Not good, yeah. I feel like the dreams are intense in this space.
Real intense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty loud. I think it's because spirit activity is too high in here. I think it's too busy. I think it's like super busy in this space. I think it's really.
Come in this corner.
Oh, good. Okay. No, it's way too busy.
Oh, I can breathe now.
Oh, John, why'd you make me go stand over here?
Because I was feeling kind of that felt like the house was gonna.
Yeah,
go this way.
it's a boat. It's a boat
Yeah.
sensation right here. You're right.
My hip doesn't hurt anymore.
Oh, that's a hip.
My hip feels better, but I just feel like I'm dizzy.
Yeah.
Um,
Can't breathe. There's the pressure right here.
it's really swirly. I think spirit activity is really too high right in this room, and I don't know why. I don't know what's triggering the spirit activity in here to be at this volume. It's like the radio is turned up too loud, spirit-wise. It's like somehow we need to turn that like energy volume down because it's really loud in here.
It's from the closet.
Yeah, well, I can bless that. But yeah, no, I don't necessarily think there's a full-on portal, but I think that there's
Maybe at the beginning of one.
but maybe at the beginning of one. So
Portals in the closet.
there's gonna be some holy water up in that closet. I can tell you right now. It's just too much energy. It's too loud. This is not comfortable for. I could see why people would be having insomnia. They would have nightmares. They would maybe even have a little acid reflux.
Yeah.
A
just
lot
not
of
good.
that would be happening. I feel like possibly in this space that there would be a higher risk of those phenomena. I think that's too saturating for me.
Oh, this one feels better.
I like the owls.
Yes.
You're like, I like the owls, and and the other went, yes.
Well, I like
You
owls.
love
I
owls.
love owls. There is something
Up there.
out there,
Oh, interesting.
but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
That's why you're holding the K2 up to the window, huh, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something going on that energetically
That's a huge yard.
it might be affecting the spiritual energy of the space a little bit. The energy in here is
Whoa.
bouncy, creative, vibrant, a little bit intuitive, social, busy, very busy energy, but like fun, keep busy. Very, very bubbly energy in the space is what I feel in here. So I would say that there is still, I think everybody across the board in the space probably has weird dreams. I think that's universal for everybody in the home. But it felt more intense in that other room. I felt like it was, quote unquote, worse as far as the types.
More on the nightmare level.
The nightmare level. I think everyone's having a variety of energy, but I think it's lighter in here. I think,
K2's hitting now. Why is it doing that?
well, because you're running into an energy here. Now, in here, I feel a male more in his 60s in the space, and he doesn't feel negative, but it's a male in his 60s just like checking out and being like protective, and he's in this area. I don't know where he came from though, so, but yeah, he's not. I don't feel he's bad or anything, so he's just trying to be helpful. Something with I think he might have had a cancer of some kind, though, when they got him.
Ooey.
Figure him out in a minute. So this space is meticulous and focused and likes things in a very,
Temperature is going crazy.
very particular
Is it?
way.
75.
This is a very
There's warmer
almost...
in here.
This is almost of like a feminine vibration. This is an energy of old-fashioned traditions, values, the way you make things, the way you do things, the way you recipes. This is a very old-school traditional energy.
Living.
It might be a living energy. That's one thing about my gifts is I do pick up the living and the dead. I do both. I get to enjoy both. My joints, my hands hurt. My hands hurt in here.
More K2 hits.
Okay.
Wow, good.
My hands are definitely achy in this space, though.
That's interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah. There's a small child energy in the space too.
That's probably what this is picking up.
There's just a little one, a little person that visits this space, and I can't figure out if the living or dead, but it's small energy. Much smaller. It's almost like a young one that didn't make it. So it's like a little one that didn't make it, but stays with the family. I don't know what generation that's from though. Seems like a while ago. Quite a while ago. Okay. One of these souls, there's another soul that's a little bit older, female soul. She says that she walks through the walls because she sees it a little bit differently. So she just walks through walls. So you might hear that. What is that? There's a younger male, and he seems to be the one that's a little upset. He's 20s to 30s, and he seems to have been taken out in not such a polite way because he seems really upset. He might be causing a lot of, he's asking for help, and I think he's causing a large amount of disturbance because of his being upset. He's upset about something. Nobody's listening to him. Nobody's giving him help. He just wants to go home. He just feels a little discombobulated. He feels a little confused. I don't even think he made it to 30, to be perfectly honest. He just doesn't seem like a pleasant death, quite frankly.
Is he stuck?
I think he's a little, I don't know, he's trying to get some sort of message across, and I can't figure it out yet. He does seem a little confused. So I'd like to help him out and make sure he knows that, he doesn't need to cause a ruckus and cause issues. Because it almost seems like that desperation, aggression issue. So he's, desperate to get attention and help. He's causing things to move. He actually says things are moving. He's moving things. He's affecting the environment. He's popping up in weird places and startling people. But you go down the hallway and just there's somebody there, then there's not.
Yikes.
You wake up and there's somebody looking at you. That his presence is a lot heavier, but it's almost like this was a homicide energy almost. This feels something kind of like that sort of vibration possibly. It's really intense energy. So I don't know what.
I have to try to help him.
Yeah, I think he's going to need some assistance because he seems like he's been getting progressively worse and possibly even attracting other energies to come into the space that don't belong. Because there's some really positive familial energies, like family loving energies, good vibrations that are really helpful, super sweet, and they're just part of the family makeup. But then there's something that a little underlayer of no, that doesn't fit the rest of the vibration in the space. We're a happy family, we're good, we love each other, we take care of each other, we're supportive of one another. But it feels like there's this energy that doesn't mesh.
It's disruptive.
It's like a disruptive energy. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's like all this love, and I'm like, but what's this?
Yeah.
That doesn't belong. All this good stuff, and there's It's almost like you'll find lights on where they're not supposed to be, and you'll hear sounds where you're not supposed to hear them, and it's this random phenomena that sometimes you try to explain, but sometimes you can't. And you get to this point where like,
Yeah.
this is my home. I love this space, but it's almost like you're getting to this point of frustration, where you're just kind of like you just want some peace. I get this energy about you that you're tired. You're
So if you
tired.
can't rest.
You're just tired. You're done. Like why? Like you just want to enjoy your home, and you're just kind of sick and tired of the weirdness.
Yeah.
You know, you're a little frustrated. I understand. So I get it. Hi.
Que ahí sintió algo. Can we tell you a little bit about the details now, or is it?
At least about the couple of the two souls that I felt. If you want to I pretty much know what the main part of the walkthrough before the meters. So if you want to give me a little bit of feedback based on some of the things that I felt, you can give me feedback now.
Where you stood on by the chair, that's where she feels stuff.
Oh,
Like
okay.
somebody's
Yeah.
touching her head.
And that's exactly what I felt that going through me
Que ella sintió
feeling.
ahí
Yeah.
algo que está, una señora a sus 60.
Yes.
I felt the same thing.
Yeah, totally.
60 y que dice que de ese rosario, que está, del niño, la llevó a ese rosario. ¿De quién es ese rosario? Ajá. That was sent
The
from
rosary.
Texas, the rosary.
Yeah, the
From
rosary.
Texas.
Oh wow.
Okay, that's
Iglesia?
what we thought. Yeah.
It had a good vibration. I liked it.
Came from a church from Texas.
Well, no wonder I like the
We're drawn right to it.
that whole
K2
corner.
hit there too.
Yeah, our meters went off there. I felt things there, and I've just been feeling all these different spirits and souls. So yeah, if you guys wanna kind of validate some of the stuff that you felt, and anything that I picked up on, if you wanna let me know that if there are things you can validate that I picked up on as I walk through those rooms, sure, yeah, now would be a fine time to validate any of the things that I picked up.
The middle room is our room.
Okay.
And I have a lot of
Like the breathing
the
stuff.
breathing, like I feel it right now. I feel that breathing right now, joint pains, knees.
Oh geez, we're feeling every single one of
Yeah.
the problem.
I'm sorry.
The joy of being an empath.
She described what I felt.
My hips are right now too.
Yeah, she went in the room, she felt everything. And then she has the nightmares.
Yeah.
I'm so
Oh.
sorry. Yeah, because we felt that the dreams would be really over intense in there. Like too much. Yeah, it
Really
was
intense
super
in there.
uncomfortable and swirly and just wild in there. And we can't quite figure out why. Except for I was sort of wondering if anybody has any kind of spiritual abilities or gifts or can like sense or feel spiritual energy. If somebody in the house has a gift like that, it can add to it. But I'm trying to figure out why stuff is attracted to the space. So I'm wondering if it's one of you that it might be attracted to. It's not like a negative thing. It's just that sometimes if you don't know that you have spiritual ability, like anybody that goes into crowds and gets drained after being in a crowd, anybody who has dreams that come true or things that happen, like stuff that's going to happen, or you have a gut instinct about a person and you instantly know something about a person or a situation. Do any of you have any of these symptoms?
I do.
You're my sensitive.
You're the beacon.
You're my beacon then. Yeah, explains a lot. Which means I have resources for you that can help you keep bubbled and manage it so you won't get a lot of dreams.
Okay.
That'll help with that.
I will, I'll email you all sorts of, I think I might have sent it to you already, but I'll make sure you have it. The ways you can just sort of pray and balance and put a big old giant white bubble around you and just feel really shielded, and then you don't have to get bombarded. It's not going to take it all the way, but it can turn that volume down. It doesn't have to be super loud for you. I live with these spiritual gifts, but they don't run me anymore because I know how to really keep myself protected in that white light, and it's super helpful. So get that to you guys as one of the resources, and then of course when we're done, we'll bless all of you, and I'll try to help bubble you a little extra.
Yeah, because I can be around someone and I'll just get super uncomfortable. It's like, okay, that person is not okay to be around. Something's gonna happen, and then usually later down the road, something bad.
Yeah, you just have a really good empathic ability. Empaths are you just absorb energy, just know things and feel things, and it also people like that will feel stuff so intensely in their heart. They'll just like emotionally react to when other people are in pain or other people are upset, and you have this like, oh, I want to, that real loving feeling energy you want to fix and help is also a typical trait of an empath. So Well, at least it makes sense. I mean, I knew there was one in the house. I could feel it. I just wasn't sure which one of you it was. But I could feel it, that, especially with that room being so like loud, and that's very indicative of an ungrounded empath. When you're open to all the energy of the universe and it's all kind of hitting at you, it'll almost sound like a gong has been rung in a space and be super loud because, you know, there's no boundaries.
Yeah,
We need to help establish some boundaries in there for you, and we'll bless that space extra hard in there, especially just to tamp it down so you can actually enjoy your room. As far as like the hearing things, seeing things, the being woken up, the other phenomena, is that anything that anybody has had any kind of?
I usually see things like somebody's there, or
And then all of a sudden they're just gone.
Yep. Use that in the house, and then when I'm out on the road,
Okay.
when I'm driving, I'll see like a black shadow.
So you're a little bit sensitive too.
Notice like times we've gone on trips and stuff, I'll see it every once in a while, like black shadows. Before they used to scare me a lot, but now it's like I got used to it.
Okay, yeah. You're like, just a shadow.
Well, and you know, and honestly, like just because it's like a quick streak of a shadow, it doesn't necessarily mean it's demonic or dangerous. You're just seeing the remnants of an energy field that's like zipping by really fast. So when you feel and see that, the whole grounding stuff that I'll send the both of you, you can use that and put your bubble on when you're going places as well, so you don't get, you know, overrun by energy that doesn't belong to you. Because that can happen. You can go out somewhere, something can kind of get sticky, and sticky film energy will come back and then make sticky energy here. And so you don't want to drag stuff home. So we'll have to give you some resources on just keeping it out. And also maintenance is key for people who, if there's a gifted person or more than one in the home, being comfortable just blessing your house once a month, or, you know, doing a quick smudge, or like putting the smudge smoke around your own body to like wipe off energy that you collected while you were out and about in the world. That's something you might want to get comfortable with. Because again,
it's really helpful if you've been around icky people.
Yeah, I can't take your abilities and gift away, but we can modulate and teach you how to clear yourself regularly. I smudge myself, well, given what we do, very regularly.
Have to, right?
But for just the average person, you know, that is just spiritually gifted, and if you're not in this field, you know, you can just do kind of maintenance.
However, whenever you feel like it, it's
Yeah,
like
whenever
it clears
you
the
just feel
air of
heavy.
bacteria and viruses, so it's fully okay.
Yeah, smudge whenever. I mean, it's perfectly okay. And I'll leave you guys with a few extra supplies so you can kind of have a little backup kit for just to kind of get you started, so you can feel in control. Because ultimately, that's our goal, is to make you guys in control of your space. Because we can't live with you, and this is your space, and you deserve to love it and enjoy it and embrace it. But it feels like this has been going on for like almost too long. Like you guys have been dealing with a lot of different weird spiritual things for like a while. Is that correct?
Yeah, because when I first met him, he started waking up at night because of what I've learned from that Ghost Adventures, where he's like a succubus.
Oh.
And he didn't know what it was, and I finally saw it on Ghost Adventures. I was like, oh my gosh, that is what's going on with George.
Those are dangerous.
When's the last time that happened to you?
I don't remember.
It's been a long time.
You said that it happened a few months ago.
I don't remember.
Don't worry, I can break that.
We can fix that.
I can totally fix that. I can break that attachment. And in case, if it's been gone for a while, that's good. You've probably been doing measures without even realizing it to take care of it. But we can, I have this mixture in my cleansing kit that will break that. And the biggest thing is setting boundaries, keeping boundaries, not allowing spirits to come near you, telling spirits no, don't give them permission, don't welcome them in. Making sure that you are regularly putting yourself in your bubble, making sure that you are smudging now and again. It is a maintenance thing, especially with energies that want to attack you. Energies like that, they actually just want to hurt you. So those are the key boundary setting type of things, where you don't give energies permission to be in your field, where you only allow light energy within your bubble. It's all about intent and just saying, this is what you need, this is what you want. Setting your clear intent, same as you would with a living person. You're not going to let some random living, person come into your house that you don't know and poke at you. Why would you let a dead person do it? So same difference. You just you set a firm, solid boundary of what your expectations are, and you hold to them. And periodically, you are going to have to clear the space. You are going to have to smudge. If you're sensitive and seeing things and have had energy kind of clinging on to you, you're gifted, this is a maintenance situation. This is where, like, we can press reboot real hard and we can get everything real fixed up, but you're definitely gonna have to keep up.
Getting pulled in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and here she feels like
Yeah, because it
someone pulled
felt a little heavier in here, to be perfectly honest.
I just felt one day where someone just got like just one strand and just strung along their finger on it. I'm like,
Oh.
Super weird.
and then somebody kind of just tugged on me. I'm like, well,
Oh, that's
nobody
weird.
was around.
And
at
again, yeah, when that happens, you can tell the energy is,
Yeah.
no, thank you, no,
It's like,
that's not okay.
no.
Yeah, you have to tell them that that's not all right. You have to set that boundary. You know, it's definitely not something you want invading your space.
all. He was playing with me, or the kids were just like
Right.
joking around, and then nobody was even around in the kitchen. They were all over there and here, and I'm like,
Like,
yeah.
That's special. That's not great. You don't want that.
interesting.
In that first room. That,
Yeah, so my brother has breathing problems, has throat problems, and his girl has stomach problems.
So all the
a lot of
pain
pain.
I was
Well, everything
feeling.
that you were feeling,
I was
you were describing her
having
symptoms.
a weird stomach issue this morning when I was. On
You were pre-feeling it.
The joint problems on the far right room.
Yeah.
That's my mom. She has her fingers, her hands hurt.
I know that
So
feeling.
we felt that very, very
Yeah,
distinctly.
yeah.
So,
And is
Sure.
she really like super traditional with everything? Like she wants everything very traditional?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the vibration I felt in there. Just very, just has to be, the recipes have to be this way, and this has to be that way, then everything. Oh, perfection. That's sweet.
she makes some great food.
She made dinner for you guys.
Oh, nice.
Oh, well, okay. Well, we'll find out then.
That's wonderful.
Beauty.
Well, then what we'll do, so are there other parts of your story that you want to validate or kind of let us know some things? And then we also will go through with the meters and do all of that kind of
The
stuff.
closet thing, when you were talking about closet
Yeah.
growing up, I heard a lot of noise in that closet.
Okay, so the noise, the auditory
I
stuff I
always
was
felt
talking about.
afraid to sleep in there. Growing up,
Creepy closet.
creepy. Yeah, it was always creepy.
Oh, wow.
So,
Now, as far as a couple, so I felt the male, the female, the younger male in here, and a little child in that in your mom's room. Do you want to validate
maybe
any
the
of
male.
them?
I think my brother's friend was killed, and I think he was Fabian.
Oh, Fabian.
He would have been 30 this year, or
That's what you said, 30s,
He would
yeah.
have been
Yeah.
I think when he
20,
died, he was
late 20s.
25, I think.
Yeah,
That's so
because
young.
he's saying, because he was telling me he was between 20 and 30. He didn't make it to 30, and it was a very bad death. It was a tragic death.
They never found out how.
Oh.
Well, he seems confused. He seems lost, and I think he's
That sounds about right.
partly of what's going on. Like he's very angry and just needs help. So I'd like to help him move
The
along
spirit
today.
box, we get closure.
Yeah, I think he needs some closure because he seems really upset.
He could be stuck in his death state.
Yeah, I think he's very confused. So we really need
We'll
to help
help
him. And then there was an older male in his 80s wandering around the house.
So what?
There was an older man in his 80s, about 80, God, between 80 and 85. And he's very handy, very, very handy.
You think everything has to do with the farm or something?
Farming, yeah.
Like he's a maintenance guy or something.
Maybe.
That's why he's handing
Maybe
his
I'm-
hands.
I feel the guy that I feel that's in his 80s, he's more handy around the house. Okay, yeah, it could be someone a few generations back too, which that totally happens. It could be great, you know, which is possible. But I feel him. He's so loud. And then there's the female that I kept feeling that just like just walked through me. She didn't mean to. She just walked right through me.
That's like right when I first got here.
Yeah,
huh?
she surprised me, and she seems to be protecting the family as well. I didn't get a ton from her, but I don't think she lived as long as she had wanted. But she seemed like a nice gal, a sweet gal. Maybe a little bit lighter in the hair, a little bit lighter color, and just a really positive, sweet energy. It's like she just wants to help everybody, just help. She just wants to help everyone. So maybe she's trying to help balance the energy in the house, which I would take. But does she make any sense to you?
No.
Okay. That's fine. Random dead people you attract. Well,
She could have just wandered in from somewhere
true.
else. Yeah,
The other
just like
thing
a
is
little boy.
that I have a bunch of dead people in my house, half of which were dead before I was born. So.
I was just gonna say it could be further back in the family tree.
Yeah. She's so distinct.
Dead people in my house.
Yeah.
We all do.
We all have a collection, but most of them are nice.
Yeah.
I know she doesn't sound familiar, but she has a lot of dreams about a little boy.
Oh. We did pick up a child in the back bedroom.
Oh, wow.
So that was good.
Sure did.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
It's very validating.
That's super validating.
I wonder where he came from, because he's attractive.
Wait, you picked up on that? John picked up on that? Everybody picked up on
Yeah,
that.
that's very, very validating.
Who's the guy wandering around outside?
We all felt a little
Haven't
bad.
dealt with him yet.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about the
He's
backyard.
more land-based. He has nothing to do with them. And I don't even think he's a threat.
He's probably here way before this house was here.
Yeah, I think he's here before the houses.
So somebody's walking around outside.
Right outside that back bedroom window.
When I went in the
was-
bedroom, I immediately went to the window holding the K2 up because I said, "Oh, there's somebody
wandering.
hanging out there."
Was it Wednesday night? I was out there about 11 o'clock at night cleaning chairs and tables, and I turned around and I heard footsteps behind me. So
Wow.
Wow.
That's kind of cool and creepy all at the same time.
and I turned around, there's nothing there. It's like,
Gee whiz.
yeah, because I was out there working late. And I heard the footsteps.
You've got a lot of different people roaming around this house. And that's the thing. You've got all these different spirits just tinkering around the house. And some of them are related. Some of them are a few generations back related. Some of them, one sounded like a family friend that died too early. You know, it sounds like you've got a whole kind of hodgepodge of things. But what's most concerning is that you guys are a little bit sensitive and things are coming at you and there's no boundaries. And I think you're getting hit from a lot of different angles. And so you might even get what I call transient energy, which is like stranger energy that comes in and then eventually they just leave. But they kind of come in with you like, oh, you're neat. And then they walk off and leave. And I think there's a lot of that happening. So like you're getting roving, like a revolving door, like a 7-Eleven of energy that might be happening from time to time. Sometimes it's like dead, nothing's going on. And other times it's just way too much.
Yeah.
Is kind of what I feel. Ooh, it's an intense energy. Somebody's really giving me a lot of the throat pain too. A lot of pain right in the throat. Somebody's really making me feel it right here.
Well, that's rude.
I know.
Right?
Oh, sometimes just want to show me stuff. So are there other parts that you wanted to kind of either tell us what has been going on, or other parts of my read of the space that you wanted to validate, or just kind of other experiences that you've had, things like that?
We do hear a lot of things.
Okay.
So, anything else?
I think that's enough.
I think we covered the gambit based on what we felt and then what you've kind of told us. It's sort of, in a way, it's probably validating for you guys the fact that we sensed initially a lot of the same things that you guys are dealing with. Like, you don't feel crazy. You know, you get to feel validated. Like, oh yeah, like this is a real thing. Like I'm not imagining it. I'm not weird. And so I'm here to tell you, you're not weird.
Like the night she was gonna stay in that room, and then she felt kind of scared. So she said, "Oh, come back to the room because our son was sick." So I went in there and just laid with them while she got the room ready, and I felt somebody came over me.
Wow.
And I didn't tell her that night. I didn't want to freak her out. And then I woke up.
She's like, oh, thanks. Great.
I felt something come over me, and then I woke up, and I was barely falling asleep. It's like, I think let's get out of here.
This is not where we be.
Well, hopefully what we can do when we bless the space is make it a little bit more comfortable and peaceful for you and manageable. But it's obvious that you guys are going to have to feel like you can be empowered and in charge, because you guys are tough, you guys are smart, you guys can handle this. You just need us to press that reset button and just like wash away the energy out of the space and clear out the energy so you can kind of start fresh. But without bubbling and protecting yourself, then you're just going to collect a whole new batch of energy. So we don't want you to do that. So I'll make sure you have all the resources you could possibly need, so you can keep the maintenance up. Because it's just like housework, you know. You mop the floor, well, you smudge the house. You know, it's just a part of maintenance.
That's right.
And you can say whatever prayers or other things you want to through the entire thing, just asking for that light to be in the space, the love to be in the space. and just everything that's negative to get the heck out. You guys are going to do well with this, but you kind of need a leg up. I guess what got to the point where you just were kind of sick and tired of it,
Yeah.
pretty much. Not feeling comfortable in certain rooms of your own house.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that gets annoying, you know. You want to just come home, watch TV, relax, hang out, have a nice normal home.
Yeah, especially when I'm alone, I have to have something on. It just creeps me on because I hear stuff, voices, something's falling.
Yep, exactly what I was feeling as I was going through that space. Like, there's stuff knocking around in this house.
Yeah, you did pick up on that.
Yeah, so that's annoying. It seriously is annoying. Like, nobody should have to experience that all the time.
Sounds like we got a guy to help and some folks to get
And some people to simmer down. Yeah, we got some souls to simmer down. The good news is you do have that protective energy in the house. Whether they're a great, great, great whoever or, you know, cousin so-and-so from 5 generations back, that part doesn't really matter exactly who they are. What matters is that they're here to help and they want to be part of the solution. And I always like when there are souls that want to be part of the solution. There does seem to be somebody really related to you that really wants to, like, tell you, like, you're doing a good job, like, stop beating yourself up about, like almost like you're getting down on yourself about, like, are you doing a good enough here, doing good enough there? Like, there's this male energy with you that seems a little bit older, maybe in his 70s, and he's just kind of, like, patting you on the back. I get this energy, he's patting you on the back, like, you're doing great, come on. Have a little, you know, confidence. So he's just trying to, like, sort of pep talk you. Do you kind of feel a little wibbly wobbly sometimes?
Yeah. All the time. I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Well, I think you're doing good, and so does this particular soul that's trying to cheer you on.
Good validation.
Yeah, he's really trying to help you.
Because I always tell her I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Well, that's the thing. You bring me into the house, I'm going to see into the deeper parts of you that maybe you didn't want me to, but that's part of my gift. That's what you call it. Yeah. No, I really like to. It's that self-reflection that just lets you know, like, oh, okay, but I am supported by all this love and this light. So it gives you that little extra bit of confidence that you deserve to have. So. All right, let's break out some meters. You guys ready for meter readings?
Think you like
All right, let's do it.